very tempted.
He's already missing a little bit. This is actually edible fabric.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we were on Food Network and we got together with a couple other cake artists and they taught us a technique to take wafer paper, which is like rice paper, and you print something on it, and then you can actually put this gelatin solution, which smells god-awful. Brush it on both sides, you let it set a little bit, and then you dust it lightly with cornstarch, and now that paper is flexible. So we made a shirt for a costume for a kid, and a flannel shirt that ripped open so a werewolf head popped out.
Oh my god. Hey guys, this is Cadma here from Apple TV. As you can tell, like my mouth is watering, and you can tell by his explanation. Oh my god, edible fabric. I could, I would just eat my entire closet. That's all I'm picturing. Just like things, just like this is just so hungry. Quirky story. My mom used to get me these turtlenecks that always came up to here, so I used to think I was a ninja. And then every now and then I would pull down it and I would just chew on the turtleneck every time I got hungry. And it was the only way I could get her attention. I'm like, I want snacks. Like, you're in class. And I'm like, fine, I'll just chew on my turtleneck. So what would happen is that the fabric would get pulled down in that one section, like stop doing it. And see, Mom, if you had just gotten me edible fabric, we would have never had that problem. So I'm just throwing it out there. Oh my God, you have amazing work. How long have you been a pastry chef?
I've been a pastry chef probably for about 25 years.
How did this get started? Because like I struggle with like cupcakes. I'm really good at buying Edmund's loaf cakes. I'm really good at buying those. But you have like, these are fantastic.
Well, I actually went to culinary school. I went to Culinary Institute of America, and I went for regular chef, savory. And I did horrible in baking and pastry, no joke. Like, we poached fruit, I made applesauce twice. So it didn't look like my career path, but when I got out, I worked for some really good pastry chefs. And I was an art major for a long time, and I developed a love for fondant and for cake decorating, and I'm a superhero geek by heart. And so anytime I do these things, I'm like, I really get into it, and that's why I'm at a comic convention.
Oh my God, because when I walked in, I spotted you, and then I could smell it. I could smell the food. I was like, I know.
My decorator used to do that every time we opened a bucket. She was like, nothing better than a fresh smell of fondant in the morning.
Oh, like it's intoxicating.
Sugar, get your blood going. Sugar.
So what I want to ask you is, like, in regards to like putting this together, how long does this take?
Everybody asks me that question. It's a process. Like, I'll sculpt the head and then I won't go back to it for like a week or so. When they're display cakes like these are, they're styrofoam. I don't have to worry about it going bad. But when we're doing a real cake, I worked in Manhattan. Either you're quick or you're dead. So I actually work really fast. So, some of these cakes could take, 2 hours, 3 hours. But I'm not one of these decorators that will take days or weeks on a cake. So it's like I'll do the non-edible parts as far in advance as I can, but the edible, it all comes together in like an hour or two.
Oh my God, that is amazing. I was expecting you to say like 8 hours, and I was like,
like yesterday I had to do 15 cakes. Not all like this, maybe 1 or 2 like this, and then there's wedding cakes and sweet 16 cakes and stuff like that. And then I had to get a couple ready for here. So we got Aquaman ready yesterday, we got Colossus.
You are phenomenal. So now I do have to ask you, which cake was your favorite to make, actually?
I loved making the Batman and Robin, but I gotta say the techniques I did on the Aquaman cake really got me going. I loved it.
That one's your favorite one. Now you said because of the techniques, because I don't know anything about making cake except like obviously Edmund's and Sara Lee's. So
I don't shy away from that stuff either.
So what techniques would you say is that made you fall in love?
We have bubble sugar on there, which is we take a sugar derivative called isomalt, which is actually good for diabetics too, because it's actually a sugar substitute. So what we do is we spread it between 2 mats and we put color on it. We bake it in the oven, bubbles up, and we let it cool, and that's how you got all those bubbly layers on the bottom and in the middle. And then on the bottom, we have what's called bas relief. So what it is all different sized seashells all pushed together, and then painted it, torched it. Yeah, I used the torch. So it tastes like, and it smells like marshmallows. You're caramelizing sugar. Torched it, painted it again. Same thing what I did with the Trident on top. I did the same thing. I did molten metal, and then I poured it over there. It was all edible. And then I let the gold dust set, and then I hit it with a torch so it melted again. And then I painted it again. So it looks like it's almost like melty, like almost like it was battle worn. I have a lot of fun. I'm a geek.
Do you have any vacancies, like any houses next to your house? I could just smell the candy and food. Like I just, I mean, 'cause like if you guys are looking for like another child to adopt, like I'm perfectly available. My mom is fine with it. Like that'd be great.
My buddy Mike is taking names for tasters. Okay, we're hiring those.
You have some incredible, amazing work here. I can see why like you have to do 15 cakes at a time because people have to be calling you 24/7. And you said you were on the Food Network.
Yeah, well, I was on the Food Network twice. We just did. I was on Halloween Baking Championship. I don't follow rules, so I was eliminated first. Then I came home and I actually was called by another casting company and I did Halloween Cake Off with one of my decorators, and we really did really well. Just the girl who won blew up her cake. You know what?
What did you do for your Halloween one? I want to know.
We got the term burst, so we had to do a transition from good to evil. So we did a 4-foot-high child who my decorator Dominique, she named Finn, and he had a whole backstory. And he was dressed like a werewolf, and he had a whole werewolf head and costume and the whole thing. And what we did is he was wearing a whole costume, and we did edible fabric, which was a whole flannel shirt. And inside the flannel shirt, we had the adult werewolf head connected to a compressor. So when we flipped the button, he went, "Whoop," and scared the crap out of everybody. And Duff, who was the host, he was like, "Do it again, do it again, do it again." And I was like, "I don't know if we can." So we flipped the switch, we moved it back, we did it again. And then he was like, "Do it again, do it again, do it again." So we did it a third time. The head shot across the studio. Goal, done. It was a lot of fun.
Oh my God. Oh, guys, since my birthday's around Halloween, team, so I mentioned some hints in case if you guys need his business card. In fact, if my team was looking for a cake to get me for my birthday around Halloween, where can people come find you?
We do deliver. Sweet Karma Desserts. We're located in Plainview, Long Island, New York, and we're located 136 Minetta Hill Road in the Minetta Hill Shopping Center in Plainview, and we do deliver. And we do a lot of gluten-free, and it tastes awesome, and our regular stuff tastes awesome too.
Oh my God. I'm excited. You know, not that I know if I'm getting a cake, but like I'm pretty sure like if I did, it would be from here. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Bye.